Bit of an uneventful night. It was a bit chilly too. Got pulled out of the bag twice with a right hand rod, where it shot off, and actually nothing happened. Nothing there. So I don't know whether that was a liner. I'm fishing in 7 foot over on the far bank, and in the middle here it's 14, so the line would be going across some areas that are quite deep. It's just one of those things, I suppose, but today's a new day and the baits have gone out, so the fish are fizzing already. Well, there's my home for the week, as you can see. Now the sun's out, we've got no rain. That's my corner of the lake that I am fishing. I have got one bait in front of those 3 trees, about 12 foot out from the bank. I've got, where's the corner? Got it. In that corner I've got one about 12 foot off the tree there. And my last bait is a nice little green bank there. Those 2 green humps, they're covered in moss, and I'm about 8 foot away from there. Anyway, enough about me, let's go for little walkies. So we've got everything set up ready. Waslings there for the cats, and cradles and what have you. Tripod, it's my son Stevie. Sitting down after a uneventful night. Right, one cabin for the use of. So you can see we've got our bait in the corner. That's Steve's lot, that side. Everything, we've got scales and everything there. That's the bait boat, and obviously that little corner's my bait pile. It's brilliant really, because Steve and I can eat our meals at this table. There's Steve's bivvy and the rest of the bank. So that end looks absolutely gorgeous. There's the island there, and the red boom that runs along. There's another island there, and then onto the far bank. So Steve's actually got quite a bit of water here. He's got really from that island that will produce, plus that one, plus right down that far bank until the tree opposite with that big oak tree, I think it is, I don't know. There. Steve?
Quiet.
Quiet. Yeah. Bloody quiet. Okay. Blowing up Nanny's chair. That's it, set the tripod up in a decent fashion. Right, Steve's just going to go and put his left hand rod out. The marker is the left side of that tree you can see opposite. Steve's been having trouble with roach whittling the baits down. He's had a couple of boilies actually totally removed off the hair, and he's had one just come back now whittled down. It was about a quarter of the size. They also whittled a hard pop up as well, which is quite strange. This the lake this morning was lovely and sunny. it's been really hot all day. It's only been 22, 23 degrees, but it has been hot. Couple of the party are sunburnt, so you know, remember to bring your oils with you. It's going to get hotter as the week goes, but the irony with what's happened is that Jim was telling us last week the water temperature was 28.5, and then when we had that storm Friday and Saturday, the water temperature dropped to 24. Now, although 24 degrees in the UK, you'd be rubbing your hands together, any change in water temperature like that can put the fish off. And between Stephen and I, we've not had any takes yet that have been from carp. The only thing that we have been doing is messing around with a float rod and a little tiny bit of flake, catching roach. And as I say, Steve's baits are being whittled down. So it's just one of those things, really. Well, first blood to Steve. I don't even know what the time is. Early o'clock. It's a good fish, I tell you. It is a good fish. Compared to what? Yep. That is a lump. It's definitely a pinky. Oh, yeah. Right, I'll take this one. I said it was a good fish. That was good as well. Hold on. Where's the line there? Got it. Oh, I like to. Oh, fish the right round. Jesus. Right. Right, safe. Go on in. This is what you come to France for, son. You on? 40, Stevie boy. 42? 42.
Oh, right in the chin. Bastard.
See that with a big fish, say, bastard. Say.
Shit.
That's the one we like, isn't it?
Go from the front again.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Oh, 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42. 42.
kidding me?
Right, okay, we've got about 5 or 6 on that. Cracking. Fold that right down if you're not zipping the sides. That's it, so that it can't get out. You're not going to get in the water and do a holding it in the water shot. Hey?
Oh, my bollocks.
She gone?
Not yet.
Oh, I can see her. Then the camera. You can't really tell in the murky gloom down there. I know she's lying in the net. Now have a look now. Here he is.
Well, now you're like knackered.
I'll just sit there and hold it until she's ready to go. What a cracking first fish. Funny, isn't it? They're mental in the in the cradle because they're out the water. And when she's there, gone. Boom! Morning all. Just a quick update on how things are. Monday at 10:30 now. We've had breakfast. I recommend everybody get the breakfast baguette. Beautiful. Anyway, last night we just had a feeling that something was gonna happen last night. Jim reckoned between 10 and 12, and if nothing happened then, it would be kind of 6:30 in the morning. About 11 o'clock last night, right in between the time Jim said, I had a single beep over on the far margin, and I didn't bother getting out of bed. I just laid there and looked. The rod wasn't tapping or moving. There's no indication that there was a fish on the end. And then there was a second beep, so I got out of bed and stood by the rod, checked the tip with a torch, make sure it wasn't any movement at all whatsoever, and that was the highlight of my night. I went back to sleep, woke up at 2 o'clock when Steve come past. The boys were playing up in the hut, and he had to go up there and calm them down and sort them out. The little 11-month was crying his eyes out, little Louis. So afterwards Steve got himself sorted. He had a bite, had a take, nothing there, and he was debating whether or not to put the rod back out. So I've still got 2 in, shall I stick one out? No bugger, I'll do it. So he got the bait boat out and repositioned it. There's a red boom that goes across, and there's a little white connector or something on that boom down in front of Steve, and he put the bait boat out there and dropped everything down about 8 to 12 feet away, in the same area he'd been fishing since we got here, and I'm pleased to say 5:30 or 5:20 it was when he had the take. he had a fish and it weighed 42 pound. So we'll show you now the the fun we had with videoing that fish after I finish speaking now. We called the fish Tyson after the boxer, because at one point he flipped up, smacked Steve on the chin and made Steve's teeth grunt together. Bosh! And you can tell on the video with Steve's face, he's gone, oh, that hurt. Now, we've been using hardened hook baits from Baitworks, because the roach are whittling down the soft baits. And although there may be the odd cray, they're not a problem. You don't seem to get any hassles from grey. These are definitely roach. And because he was so tired, he can't remember whether he put on a Royal Marine or a Atlantic Heat, but it was definitely one of them, because they're the only two ardent baits we got. All the rest are wafters. So it was one of those two with a pink krill pop-up. So happy days. We then stayed up and watched the mist clearing off the lake. The sun comes up from behind us over there, and all the trees on that side were lit up this morning. It looked really picture postcard stuff. And Jim's been round, done the water temperature again, and I've repositioned my baits now, so I'm going to quickly show you where I've put those, and then call it a end of take, because we're just now waiting to get a bit of action. So firstly, I'll put my ugly mug off the screen. Right, okie dokie. Right, over on the far bank we can see down a shade up. Right, that's green moss on the bank side, on the rocks over there, and there's a tree next to it that's an oak tree that's bent to the left and to the right, and someone called it the banana tree. That's the area that I'm fishing. Well, I was fishing like 12-15 feet out from the bank at the bottom of the shelf, but now I've gone literally right close to the bank. I'm possibly no more than a foot to 18 inches away from that green moss. Happy days, that went in nice and easy. Then coming across to the corner, there's the, over this side, there we go, it's in the shade over here, and it's might be a bit difficult to see with the light in, but basically I've been fishing about 12 foot off of those three trees. Admittedly it might be conditions, but I haven't had any indication at all. So just over to the left there's the overhanging tree, and that's the entrance that goes round to where the pads are. So I'm literally level with that tree, about 8 feet off of it. So in other words, I'm left of the left hand tree over there, but 8 foot out from the bank here, if that makes sense. Got the same bait, hardened hook bait, and a pink krill pop up on it in that area. So this lake, let's unzoom it, this lake is superb. Jim's done a fantastic job down here. Look at that, absolute cracking. So what we've done, we bought a 20 quid blow up chair and a a blow-up sofa from Aldi, and this is our play area. We've been having our breakfasts down here and evening meals, which is very pleasant. Well, the weather's nice. The bait shed, if I can just quickly show you this will save people a lot of aggro. You can see we've got a bag of each of the 3 different baits, but look, English plugs, so you don't need to mess around with this old rubbish. Leave them at home because you can just plug your stuff straight in there. So we charge our phones, the battery to this camera, the batteries for the boat, all gets charged in here. Here's my little section. That bucket was full of pellets, not much left now. My 3 bags of bait. There's a kettle to make tea, brilliant. Fridge, you all know what a fridge looks like. Plenty of beers in there. The Lake Reaper bait boat, I own one of these. I've got one of these at home. They're brilliant. I love that. Oh, a nice touch Jim's done. He's on the side of the hut. Is a PIR light there, and if you obviously have a big cat or something, you need a bit of help. You can light up the whole of this area while dealing with the catfish. There's plenty of tripods and scales and bits and pieces. As I say, it's a brilliant fishery. He's really done this well, Jim. Just where Jim's house is, up there. So he's on hand all the time, and Lindsay, the food is absolutely brilliant. You know, I recommend this to anyone. Right, just thought I'd show you the rig I'm using. Hells pop up along with a hardened AH, and that one's slightly different rig with a kicker, a smaller kicker on that one. Just trying to see what's working really. Fishing the inline leads that will shake and go up the line. And now I need to put both of them back out. I've just been wiped out. I've just had a bite on the right hand rod tight to the bank, wound down on that, pulled in, nothing there. Then the left hand rod's, the centre rod's pinged off, and I've struck that and hooked something, got it right into the bank, and it was a foul hooked perch of about 1.5 pounds. So tad annoyed, but anyway, that's fishing. As you can see, I've put my own ND indicators on and bobbins swingers because I couldn't see the others when I was sitting down in the communal area. And it also means that I've now got my remote, which is handy. Right, that bank there's been fish turning over a foot from the bank, right in an area we can't fish. And then where that aerator is, just to the right of that, and going towards the bank, there's been 3 or 4 crashed there, right where I got my left hand rod. So we'll see.
Do it. 24.
24. Nice one. Oh, lovely.
Where's this rain come from?
Oh, close to have any. Right, it's going to be a bit lively this one. Loads of it.
Yeah, it's come out while it's flash on.
It's about the same size, isn't it?
Yeah. Just to prove they exist. Put it out there and make it look bigger.
Oh, I like that. Well done. Lovely jubbly. That was deceiving. I thought that fish was bigger than 14.
Probably the sign of a big fish, small fish.
Yeah.
It, exactly the same type of take. I think it went doo-doo, doo-doo, and I didn't wake up at first, and I thought, oh no, hold on, that's my alarm. And then it went beep beep, beep beep, and I got over the rod and it stopped. I was like, oh, is it gone? And I reckon I waited a minute and a half. Nothing. I was like, oh. And then it went beep beep, and I went, oh, sod it. Boom. And it was already moved a bit.
Yeah.
And then plodded the whole way in. And then that one did go a little bit crazy when it got to the margin.
Smaller ones tend to though, don't they? The doubles tend to.
It's quite heavy. It's a long fish.
Oh, look at that.
It's your PB, put it that way.
Well, if it is, it's the big common then.
It's got nice tail colours.
Right, if you want to do the honours with the jolly air.
Paddle on it, man.
Sitting there thinking,
That is a tail.
good, isn't it?
Yeah. Well done, darling.
The card and then I'll put it back. Oh, if it didn't get smacked in the face, then now I've got to put it back. It's only water puppet, it's fine.
Are they all feisty like this?
Yeah, mate.
I'll take the weight out of it.
That's why you're best off like slashing it off and just letting them fight.
Yeah. Well, following on from me just having my first fish, just as a point of interest, there's the green moss on the far bank. I put the bait boat basically touching it, 6 inches out, a foot out from the bank, dropped everything. I walked round and popped 15 baits over the top close in and then left it there. It was Atlantic heat, but the poignant bit is that as I've been taking hook baits off, because they're hardened, I've been putting them in a pot and putting a fresh one on. And I thought, I'll do the washed out thing. So I took the two of the baits that were that had been out for, like, say, I don't know, 12 hours overnight, put them back on the hair. They were still hard, and that's what I caught the fish on. So going to get a bucket now and wash a few baits out for hook baits. It's got to be done. You know, you get that horrible feeling when it pings off the dorsal thing. Come on, sonny boy. It's the daytime crew, not the night crew. But they just don't want to get out. Right, come up, Paul. Come now, Paul.
Hey!
That's the last 4 fish have all been commons.
The last one.
Is it? Might be the magic.
Well, they bigger. It's short and fat.
Bit like my good self.
It was funny, I was up there.
You're still recording.
Look, can you?
Okay.
Well done. Right.
Well, actually similar weight, but it's a different shape totally.
Yeah. Well, it might be a 27.
I'm stood here to try and work.
Commons are very pretty fish. They do have sometimes nice deep orange tails.
Yeah, so they don't fall out.
Right, come on in, Mr. Muscle.
Steady. We'll get that here and off.
I'm stood here to see how much it is. So your dad's not allowed to see. We'll tell him. I'll tell him.
£4 what?
23 on the button.
23. Lovely jubbly. Right, it's a bit hot, so we need to get. Yeah, we're gonna have to get that well wetted up. Oh, come on, son, calm down. Calm down.
That goes in the fish, not there.
I'll have to put it on your dad.
Right, I don't wait with it. Righto, sonny boys, honey boy. No, you've soaked me again, you little cretin, you.
But surely it's good getting soaked the fact you've actually caught fish.
Yeah, look at me.
It's funny how their mouth goes down.
Get him in. That's getting in there.
Is that the same rod?
Finally starting to do what we came for.
Same rod or a different one?
Is that the same rod, different rod?
Different rod, different space. Jesus, he wants to go. Go on, son. No mucking about with that one. Careful, kids.
Can't believe you've both caught one at the same time.
Oh, what a
Well,
lump.
hold on, Steve, because your dad's got
Right,
his up.
go on. Go on, quick.
I'm taking one of the both of you. Right, Nen's arm's in the way.
Bloody moaned in.
I've got like 20 there.
Go on.
All good.
Quick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I did a best of 13.
Thank you,
I want to
darling.
touch it now.
You are beautiful.
That's my favourite.
Yeah, go on. It's really smooth. If you go like that.
Steve Swan's desperate to get out, look. Off he goes.
Yeah, well.
Didn't like you, did it? Steve, you need to charge.
Yeah.
There you go, darling. You have a good little pat on the front there.
Well, you coming in to see the picture?
Thank you, my love. Yeah!
Go chill out now.
I think this bank's getting longer.
Recorded.
Yeah.
Don't.
Hey?
Don't.
Why?
Just grab the net.
Find the baby.
No, go and deliver the way.
Right.
Alright, no, I suppose.
Come on.
Nice one, Steve. How big is it?
34.
Well done, son.
Alright.
Right. Right. Oh. Yeah, we're just doing it now, Oscar.
Oh, it's freezing, isn't it?
It's a bit chilly, yes.
It's chilly, freezing.
Look at that.
Oh, then keep going. I hear you caught a cat and lost it again.
Yeah. You hooked it up,
Yeah.
lost.
What, and snapped the rod again?
Yeah,
This one was
Not the rod, sorry, I meant the line.
the line.
this one was destined to try and get away somehow.
Sit down. Cheeky
I was
little.
calling Dad. He couldn't hear me.
Right.
Okay, Dad, I'm on. Couldn't hear me. I thought I'll have to net it myself. I've gone to net it, and the net fell apart.
Oh no.
And the net fell into the water and started to sink, and I was just holding a stick. Okay. Dad, I can't reach the other net.
Where's your phone, boys?
In my pocket.
Ray, can you just quickly help me get Louis' arm in his jacket? He had it on because he woke up at 6:15. He was awake 6:15 till 7:15, then went back to sleep for an hour.
Fucking hell.
Steve, Oscar woke up this morning and he went, Mummy, you didn't sleep in with me. I went, well I did, but I've been awake since 6:15.
Opening and closing.
Big one.
Good,
Why does
a
mouth
good
open it?
30,
Yeah.
that is. I have to say.
Yeah.
I think that one would be 18. One, maybe it'll be over 16.
No, I don't think it's quite that big, bub.
No,
Well, I reckon it's a big 30.
big 30, I reckon.
Why did you do that?
You like 10 more, don't you? So keep them happy and
Yeah,
hydrated.
true.
Apart from that, they get leaves and
Poop on them.
bits of rubbish on them, and you rinse them off so you get some really nice photos.
No, that's Dada. Louis kept looking at me this morning. He's gone, Dad. Well, he's outside, bub. Nana's still asleep, snoring away.
Oh, bless her.
This is zeroed as well.
Right, go on. There you go.
What number is it?
Don't know, Daddy's just checking.
It's definitely 30, isn't it? 31. Wait a minute, let's give you another 3 ounces. No,
He's just jumped.
yeah, 31.
Because it's at 28,
Yeah,
30. Well, it's 31 and a smidge, but
right, 31.4, we'll give you that, sonny boy.
Well done.
Well done, sonny boy.
Did your dad get up in the end to get you the other night then? Must have done, because you've got...
Right,
Yeah, because you're one.
Right, let's stand back. So they can do pictures.
Oh. I'm sorry, that's
this was about 10 foot from the red, but like between the island and the blue. Alright. I
Careful.
was just like dozing as well. Quite a nice,
Where are you? Leave it,
Yeah.
baby.
quite a nice one.
Yeah.
Who needs the cover so you can get ready?
in the hut,
Yeah.
in the shed, there's a little bottle of blue squirty stuff,
Right.
right? It's what we used to, you see his mouth's got a bit
Yeah.
red. It's an antiseptic spray for the fish.
Right.
Have a look, it'll be tight.
It'll be tight, it'll be on the shelf.
I was just about to say, I've got a nip
Right.
back need a wee.
Let's do
Oh,
this.
it's on the shelf on the left side.
Daddy never got wet.
No, he will now, because these are very lively, these fish.
Silly.
Great.
Yeah, hold on. Right, hold on.
That's it!
What about on my camera?
Put that down.
It's playing.
Give that to Oscar, come on. Right, I've got a new paper away. Oscar, are you coming back or staying there? Alright, I'll be back in a minute.
Got one on the other side?
That's one. He's got fishing.
Yeah, we got loads of pictures. One angry little chap. Does it? Oh, okay. Right, if I move that out your way.
I don't want to.
So, what you do, look, watch,
I don't want bait.
about that much,
Why that much?
because you fill the pot up like that. Squeeze the pot like that, right, pull it back, and whoosh,
Violet.
blah 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 blah. You have a go.
I'll put them in water.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Alright, go on then. You be my baiter upper.
Why are you going to film me?
Yeah.
Till the pot's full.
Grog lost one this morning.
Oh no.
It was a common.
Okay.
I'm filming Oscar doing a bit of baiting up.
Ah, one more. One more in there. You got.
Go on. Wow.
Oh,
That was a good one.
that was my mission.
Right. Your mission is,
Go on. I'll stop.
Alright, go on then.
can you go up to the fridge
Thank you.
and get a blue bottle of milk? Blue bottle of milk, yeah. There's one laying down on the shelf.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you're welcome.
Don't drop it. Yeah, it does.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Mystery solved. Mystery solved.
Mystery solved, he said.
Still. Go on. Wait for me, okay?
Well done. Okay, here you go, Daddy. Have a cup of tea. Well done, baby.
Mission complete. God, don't forget, should I do the filming this time?
Well, it's being filmed now, Oscar. Just stand there, love.
Oh, should I do the shooting?
Bottom part was at the bottom. So I pulled them out this morning.
Well, I'm really good at the shooting. Why did we run out of time this time?
Three Dumpton made a cup of coffee at 6 this morning. And I gave him one when he just finished.
That's good.
Go and put them out in a bit of a line. So, I put a few in short, and a few too long, and then some right on the spot, but I do it in a line, so that if the fish come along to the round balls of red bait, which is monster red, they follow the trail to the hook. That's the theory.
Oh, can I shoot him?
Yeah, wait a minute, I'm pinging them too far at the moment. That's too short.
Or too long.
That's a bit better. That's bang on the money.
When you say bang all the money, God, could I have something like in my pocket so I can like take one out in my pocket? Like,
Yes, go on
like,
then. The red ones.
well, 5 reds.
The red one.
all 5. Put them in my pocket.
Yeah, come down on there then. Right, here's your catapult. Now, what you should have, when you do baiting up, right,
Yeah.
if you hold the catapult with this hand, you can't get in your pocket. So you put them in this pocket, so you put your hand in and grab them.
Right, you got 100%, I've got 25.
Yes,
What's
yes,
over?
fine, love, fine. Thank you.
Cheers.
Whee!
Mummy, I've got 3 baits in my pocket.
Okay, well done.
3 red ones.
Go on then.
I've got tangled. What?
Yeah.
Look.
Oh,
It's bounced off.
never mind.
Oscar, and Nanny or Layla up yet?
Layla is up.
Okay.
Layla B's up.
What was that one?
Steve's got another one.
Right, I'll go round the back of the camera.
Steve, caught one.
That was too short.
4.
Beautiful. Oh, you got a bit naked for it. Beautiful fish.
Oh, God, it's dripping up to me.
Oh, I can't believe it. Mama's going to want to watch your YouTube video if you naked.
Oh yeah. It's a pretty fish, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got to put that up.
Oh, God, this is cold.
Oh, he's putting his legs down.
I'm putting my wet t-shirt on. Are you worried
Cut
about
that,
your
Dad.
granddad?
Gut.
Might want to cut that. It's gone free.
Oh shit.
What is he putting on, a dirty one or the clean one for the photo shoot?
Scissors on the table.
Big one.
Still under them.
The old fishes go. Oh, lovely. Oh, give some more, give some more.
Is that a dirty one?
Yeah, it's me one I hold the fish with.
Oh, right then. As long as you keep the same one for holding the fish.
Alright, calm down, son.
Calm down.
You even saved me boilers for me, look.
He's a good boy.
You good boy.
He's a good boy.
There's a good boy.
Right, right, we'll have a guesstimate competition. Steve, how big?
9.
Little one.
12.
The little one. Oh, you goober.
Here's a man who errs on the side of caution.
Alright, 11.
Even I can pick this one up.
I just said it.
He's just said 11.
Alright, 13. I just said 13.
3-0.
10.
10.
I should have picked 10.
10 and a half, 10 and a quarter. Because I need. Right, I'm sorry, there you go. I can't get it no further
Just get
forward
on
than
with
that. Come on then.
Alright, what's it heavy?
No,
Crack on.
hardly. Come on, little fella.
Come on, little boy.
Out the water.
Another one in the pool of
So,
flame.
extending
Mama,
arms.
you've got the same.
Snap one.
Sailor. This favour.
Boy, you've got
We're not sitting in it all the time because, you know.
Dada, he's calling you. Nice one, just before dinner. Louis hungry, I'll get him something else to eat. Oh, sorry, it's on camera.
Make me arm ache.
Yes!
Kai, still recording. No.
I'm going to say that's a PB.
Come on, darling, up you go. Oh.
Yeah, try and look at me.
Oh my god.
Alright, you've beat me up. You've made your point. I've got fish slime in my ear. Sarah, can you get some more water?
Yeah.
Give it a good wash, love.
All over your belly.
Don't worry. Hello.
Oh, it's a PB.
Oh dear. You ain't got there yet.
Yeah, got loads.
Is that